Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 3 of The Wizard and the Gnome. In part 2 we finished off the body and also the robe for the wizard. In this video I'm going to show you how to insert yarn and make pants for both the wizard and the gnome. So grab your crochet hook and let's get started. So where you crocheted in the front loops on row 20, we'll have created some outer loops on the inside. So just, if you made the wizard, flip the robe over. And for the gnome, you just have to look inside. Popping in with an edit, you can see I've already done the pants for the gnome, and I didn't actually get a chance to tell you. When you first insert your hook into one of those outer loops, you just want to make sure that you're in the center of the doll. So if you've added safety eyes, you can see the middle of the legs here are in line with those eyes. So wherever you insert that hook is going to be the center of your doll, and it's going to be eventually where we bridge across to make the separation between the legs. So just make sure that when you insert your hook into that first loop that it's in line with or in the center of the eyes. So it's going to look the same for both the wizard and the gnome. Where we began and where we ended. We'll have a little bit of a weird jump there. So you can see here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it'll go all the way around, and then there's 30. So we're going to insert our yarn. And for the wizard we're using gray. If you have different shade of gray, that would be great too. So pull your yarn through. Hold it with your finger so it doesn't pull all the way through. Switch fingers. Now we're going to single crochet in the next loop over. Now you can let go of that yarn tail. And then single crochet in each one of those outer loops all the way around. So you can pause the video, meet me back here when you get right to the end here, and I'll show you how to connect those rows. So pause the video and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm coming to the end. So that loop where we first inserted the yarn, you can see the yarn tail there, put a single crochet into that one, and that will make 30 stitches around. And we've connected and evened out that row. Alright, and that was the end of row 1, so let's add our marker. So the gnome and the wizard are a little bit different in height. The wizard's a bit taller, and the only difference is 1 row of single crochets. So if you're making the gnome, rows 2 and 3 is 1 single crochet in each one of those 30 stitches for 2 rows. If you're making the wizard, then rows 2 to 4 is 1 single crochet in each one of those 30 stitches for 3 rows. And you'll see the first stitch here is a little bit loose. Just pull on that yarn tail inside. Just pull it up a bit tighter, and that's the first stitch of the next row. 1 single crochet in each one of those 30 stitches for 2 or 3 rows, depending on what you're making. You can pause the video and meet me back here at the end of row 3 or the end of row 4, whichever doll you're making. Remember to move your marker at the end of every row, and when you land on that marker you should be putting in a single crochet. I just made it to the end of row 4 for my wizard, and if you're making the gnome, then you've made it to the end of row 3. And here is where we make the little bridge between the legs. We're going to single crochet into the 14th stitch from the hook. So just count your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Push my hook right through that 14th stitch. Pull the yarn through. See how I squeezed the top together? And put a single crochet. Now turn. Now I'm going to put a single crochet into this next stitch. And now I'm going to single crochet right across, pushing my hook through. And that's all we need to do. We just needed a little bridge to hold the stuffing in, and also for our boots when we sew the boots on. We needed a little bit of a space there to sew the boots onto. Now we're going to finish off, leave a nice long tail. I'm going to show you how to further shape the legs after the body's all stuffed and the boots are sewn on. So leave a nice long tail for sewing. Pull that yarn tail through that loop. And pull tight. Now let's stuff the wizard. They're stuffed the exact same way. So we're just going to shove the stuffing through one leg hole. And now is also the time to make sure you have all the stuffing you need inside the head. You can see how much stuffing that took. It took a lot. And so when I'm pushing the stuffing, I am shaping as I stuff. See, pushing the stuffing into the sides of the body. Making sure I like the shape before I'm all done. Alright guys, so now we'll set the dolls aside and we'll go on to make the boots, and that will be part 4. They are the same for both the wizard and the gnome. So you can click that link that's popping up on your screen and I'll meet you over there.